let's get this up. Make sure you say hi when you come in so that I can see if this chat is working. I'm thinking that it will be, but you know how that goes. I don't get paid to think. Alright, and let's get this link for everybody on Facebook. We are going to be doing earrings tonight. So 30 minutes worth of earrings, however many pairs that is. We're on the clock. As soon as I can send this link, we will get started. If you are watching the replay, you can still claim on this replay just like you would on the live show. As long as I still have items available, I will put them in your pouch for you. And I acknowledge your comments when you leave them, so if I have not acknowledged your comment and you've commented to claim something, you might want to message me, because that means I probably didn't see your message. They don't always notify me, even though they're supposed to. So I know you're shocked. It doesn't always work the way that it is supposed to. So, just in case that happens, you know what to do. Alright, let's see. The camera is sort of straight. It always makes me look like I'm looking somewhere else, and I'm really not. It's just the way it comes up. Alright, we are going to go ahead and get started. I have all the earrings here tonight, so if you want a specific style or color, please let me know, and I will grab some. I have both racks of earrings hanging right here next to me. Hello, Mom. Our first piece tonight, these are Buttercup Bliss. They are in silver. They are a forward-facing hoop with a little flower on top. We have the antiquing in the middle. This is a post earring, and this is my last pair of these. I get a lot of compliments on these when I wear these. This is the length and size. So last pair, Buttercup Bliss in silver, number 101. Let's see, make sure you can see that number. Number 102. Tagging along in silver. Also my last one. These are fishhook earring. They are two, slightly not square. I guess we call these trapezoid. I don't remember. But they do have the little punched in pattern. It's not supposed to be anything in particular, just a pattern. But nice and shiny. This is the length and size. So tagging along in silver, number 102. Allergies are getting the better of me today. I have been coughing. My eyes were so itchy earlier. I had to put allergy eye drops in my eyes. It was bad. Alright, Tempest Twinkle in multi. So we have plum, pea green, and white rhinestones in a teardrop. We have hematite rhinestones going down the outside curve of these. This is going to be backwards on me, but you know the deal. This is the length and size. Only have one pair of these. So Tempest Twinkle in multi. These are number 103. Number 104. Let's see what I want to do. 104. Let's do these. These are pretty. Mandala Mecca in yellow. Also a one and done. So we got double flowers. A little bit smaller on the top than on the bottom. With the yellow rhinestone in the center. Nice lemony yellow. This is the length and size. So we have Mandala Mecca in yellow, number 104. Also only one of those. Number 105. Let's see what we've got. Let's do these. It's something I have more than one of. Oops. Tried to throw them on the floor. Deco Dreaming in purple. So I've got two pairs of these. This has a rectangular purple bead, opaque bead in the center, A little bit of white rhinestones around the outside, and then like a punched out design around it in that teardrop shape. This is the length and size. Hello, Shannon. So we have 2 pairs of these, Deco Dreaming in purple, kind of a medium purple. I get my cards apart. Number 105 for these. Number 106. 106 is Indulge Me in multi. These are post earring. These are iridescent. So if you've got something iridescent that you need to match, this is a good choice. You can see they are 5-sided, so they call these a pyramid. They don't look like a pyramid to me, but that's what the shape is called. Our post is right up here at the top. So these are a little smaller earring. This is the length and size. And we do have 2 pairs of these. Indulge Me in multi is number 106. We're going to do as many pairs of earrings as we can fit in during 30 minutes. So we'll see how that goes. Also in purple we have Cat's Eye Class. These are purple moonstone. They're pretty. Kind of a light to medium purple. You're having trouble staying connected, Kim? I am sorry. White rhinestones all around the outside, also scattered through the middle. Hello, Marlo. This is the length and size. So we have Cat's Eye Class in purple. We have 2 of these. Number 107. Marlo, I'm jealous that your McDonald's has the Red Bull. You've got the cosmic things. We don't have that here yet. I guess ours hasn't implemented that. So I'm going to have to come all the way out there to your McDonald's so that I can have Red Bull in the morning. Because I couldn't just buy it from the store. That wouldn't make any sense. Alright, next we have Wall Street Wreaths in multi. So these have different colored rhinestones all around the outside. I'm going to turn them to face me and kind of tell you what the colors are because it's hard to see them when I'm facing you. So we've got about 3 different shades of purple. There might even be 4. There's a couple different shades of green, 2 shades of blue, some white. So that's what's in these. Let's see. See if I can get those up close so you can kind of see. And these whites look like they might be a little bit iridescent. Then we've got the white rhinestones all around the outside. Hi Ruth, thank you for sharing. This is the length and size. So we have Wall Street Wreaths, I almost can't say that, in multi. We have 4 of these. This is number 108. Today is a race to see how many earrings we can get in 30 minutes. All Allure all the time in silver. Nice basic polished silver teardrop. This is my last pair. This is a little bit smaller earring. Let's see, tilt my head this way. There we go. This is the length and size. Still haven't figured out. 5 years and I haven't figured out which way my head tips. All Allure all the time in silver, number 109. At this point, probably not going to get it. Number 110. These are called Grapevine Glamorous. If I can get them off of here. Grapevine Glamorous in silver. You can see they are filigree. Let's see, let's get this thing to focus a little bit here. Little scroll work. There we go. With a round cutout up here toward the top. This is the length and size. My last pair of these. Grapevine Glamorous in silver, number 110. Alright, let's go to a different color. Let's see. Let's do some orange. I don't get to do orange all that often. There's not a lot of orange out there. These are Mojave Mogul in orange. So the orange crackle stone, round crackle stone in the center, white rhinestones all around the outside to give you a little bit of sparkle. This is the length and size. Yeah, I had heard about that, Marlo, about them closing all those cosmic locations, but we have not gotten any of the drinks yet. Mojave Mogul in orange. 2 of these, number 111. So I will try it as soon as I find one that has it. Number 112. Flower Shop Sparkle in orange. Also have 2 of these. You can see these are bright orange rhinestones in the center. A little bit darker than the crackle stone. Nice filigree flower around the outside. This is the length and size. We're headed into fall, so we've got some orangey things coming up. Number 112. I try to keep those going for you so that we have the right colors for the right seasons. Let's see, we've got some rose gold. Everybody loves the rose gold. 2 of these left. These are the hinged hoops, so they fasten into themselves, into the back. These are about the size of a nickel. Polished rose gold. These are called Streamlined Status. I'll hold them like that so you can see. That's what they look like. 2 pairs of these. Number 113. I love rose gold. I love shining copper. They are very similar. The rose gold is just a little bit less orangey than the copper, so a little bit lighter in color. Sentimental setting in rose gold. So filigree, and this is not really a teardrop because it comes to a point at the bottom, more like a kite shape, hanging from the little chains, which is always a cute detail. This is my last pair of these. These are sentimental setting in rose gold, and they are number 114. Let's see, let's put up the oranges. These are a post earring. Blushing butterflies in silver. So you can see they're a little bit larger butterfly on the top, shorter butterfly, smaller butterfly on the bottom. This is going to be backwards, so bear with me. This is the length and size. So I have 2 pairs of these left. Number 115, blushing butterflies. So what else is on the menu, Marlo? Tell me what I want to have when I go there. When I finally find one that is cooperating, what should I get? Anybody else have that happening at their McDonald's? Saw they were going to close the locations and they were going to integrate that into the regular McDonald's menu. But we haven't gotten it yet, so you'll have to tell me. Petal Power in brass. So we have antiqued brass. These are 2-layer flowers. White rhinestone in the center to give you that little touch of sparkle. This is the length and size. Nice way to brighten up this brass for fall. It goes with all our browns. This is Petal Power in brass. I have 2 of them. It's number 116. Let's see. I knew I just had those. There we go. I almost lost them for a second. If you want a little bit more bling with your brass, here we go. Pampered Promise in brass. So these have white and like a brass colored rhinestone. These are set in a square set on point on a fishhook back. This is the length and size. So if you want just a tiny bit more sparkle with your brass, there we go. Number 117, 2 of those. The peach one and one of the refresher drinks. Okay, a few coffee options. I will have to look at a menu if I can find one. You know they usually post them online, so I'll try to find one online that I can look at because I'm very interested. Of course, you know, coffee drinks, energy drinks, I'm interested anyway, but it's intriguing. Dubai Decor in brass. So you can see these are filigree. They have like a little heart-shaped pattern right here in the center. Hearts laying on the side. And this is in a round shape. This is the length and size. So we have Dubai Decor in brass, also 2 of these. Number 118. I know our Sheetz convenience store here, the one that has all the food, they have some of the refresher drinks. They make some of their own, and they are pretty good, although I usually don't buy those. I do buy their coffees because at first they were one of the only places here where I could get oat milk or almond milk instead of the regular milk. So that made that attractive to me because I can't really have the regular milk. It does bad things. Makes my stomach hurt, so not a good idea. Alright, Insane Chain in multi. These are 3 different metals. So we've got the copper, the brass, and silver. We have a little filigree and cutout up at the top, and then we have chains in all 3 metals at the bottom. I have a pair of these too. This is the length and size. So we have 2 pairs of these left. Insane Chain in multi. These are going to be number 119. The camera's kind of in the way here. It's getting in my line of sight. Let's see, let's put those up. Okay, coppers. Let's see what we got in copper. We have Outer Plains in copper. Antiqued copper. A little bit of a scratch texture. Let's see if you can see that. If the camera focuses, you might be able to see it. It never likes me. So a little bit of a texturing there. Can't see it really well. I do have 1 pair of these left. This is the length and size. So this is the darker copper. Let's see, my head goes this way. Darker copper. Outer Plains in copper. These are going to be number 120. Someday, I promise I will figure it out. Probably when it doesn't matter anymore. Rounded out in copper. So 2 circles. These have that little punch pattern. They look like little bird tracks to me. They might look like something else to you, but that's what they look like to me. So those 2 circles hanging together. 120 for Marlowe. This is the length and size. Try not to get them stuck in my hoop. These are number 121. Not Outer Plains, rounded out in copper. It's been a long day. I also just threw the number card on the floor, so it's been that kind of day. But hey, at least we are done car shopping. That is such a relief. So we're enjoying our new vehicle, our new to us vehicle, because it is not new. I would not buy anything new. Max used to do that, and he decided it was a waste of money finally, and by the time I came along, he had bought his first used vehicle, and we have not bought anything new since, and we will not. Alright, Lend Me Your Lasso in copper. So we have elongated teardrops. These are almost more like an oval teardrop. So we have a plain one in the center, and then this is like a twisted rope on the outside. Let's see, give it a second to, there we go, so that it can focus. This is the length and size. Still don't know which way my head goes. That way. Lend Me Your Lasso in copper. The antiqued copper of 122. Only 1 pair of those. Alright, let's see. We did some silvers. Let's do some blacks. We have not done any black in a while. Black is not super popular, and yet we all have black hanging in our closet. So tell me how that works. I'm not quite sure. Floral Flamenco in black. I have these too. These are the off black metal. They have the gold centers. So these are set in a hoop. The flowers. This is the length and size. So we have 1 pair. Floral Flamenco in black is number 123. And if you want something just a tiny bit fancier, these are Posh Palooza in black. These are shiny black beads. Little teardrop beads set in a teardrop setting. A little cluster up here at the top. I only have 1 pair of these. This is the length and size. So we have Posh Palooza in black, number 124. Just one pair of those. Number 125. I haven't shown these in a little while, so let's pull these out. 125 are called stone sculptures in black. So this is actually a stone. It feels cool to the touch. In here, speckled with white. Some of the speckles are a little bit bigger than others, and then it has a silver frame around the outside. I do only have one pair. This is the length and size. So we have stone sculptures in black. These are going to be number 125. I have two screens in here, so I can see now on the other screen a different version of this show. So it's in two different colors. The one over here is a little bit yellowy, and this one is a little bit more of the white balance. I don't know which one's right, but I've got two different versions. So at least it gives me an idea. Alright, these are subtle sheen in gold. It's a little bit larger gold earrings. They have like a brush texture down through here. This is the length and size. So we have subtle sheen in gold. Two of these available. Oops, I had to find my other. There we go. 126. Two of those. My other cards. We have 7 minutes left. Let's do these. I'm trying to get some of these off of here that we haven't shown in a little while, so that you can see something a little bit different. Tropical Tryst in gold. These are the white shell type finish, white discs. This is on a gold framework, gold fishhook back. This is my last pair. Tropical Tryst in gold. Nope, I have two, sorry. Thought it was my last pair. It says I have two, so we'll go with that. 127 for those. Alright, let's see. We've done the gold, we've done the copper, we did black, we've done a little bit of silver. We may come back to that silver. How about some white? We have Mediterranean Magic in white. These are a dewy white bead, so they're not an opaque white. And then we have the little hammered teardrops on the bottom hanging off of there. So little clusters of white beads. This is the length and size. So we have one pair of these, Mediterranean Magic in white, number 128. Number 129, Bohemian Beach Bash in white. So these have little seed beads around the outside. They are white and clear. I don't know if you can see the clear ones, they're kind of hard to see. Little discs at the bottom of these. Let's see. Turn that one around. There we go. So they have a little texturing on them, like a hammered texture a little bit. This is the length and size. So we do only have one pair of these. Bohemian Beach Blast in white is number 129. And let's see, what else do we have? Well, let's do these, because we didn't do many rhinestones. Radiant Retrospective in white. So we have a cluster of rhinestones, almost looks like a flower up here. These are marquee-shaped rhinestones, and then we have one hanging off the bottom as well. One pair of these. This is the length and size. So we have Radiant Retrospectives in white, number 130. Just one of those. Alright, we have 5 more minutes. Let me get more numbers out of my drawer. Because I ran out of numbers. Isn't that great? Nod to Nature in white. So these are a cork. Looks like a pie with a little piece cut out. That's the pie I ate. Little white splashes on our cork. This is in a silver frame. This is the length and size. Wake up, camera. There we go. Nod to Nature in white is number 131. So just one pair of those. All right, let's see. We have not done any blue tonight. Can you believe that? I have not done any blue. I've obviously failed. All right, Pebble Palette in blue. These are the crackle stone, the turquoise crackle stone. They are little pebbles and they're all hanging in a cluster on that fishhook back. This is on silver. This is the length and size. So if you've got something you want to match these with, that turquoise, that should match our regular turquoise color. So not the lighter colors, but the regular one that we have most of our pieces in. Trying to get my number card apart here. I have two of these. These are number 132. 3 minutes left. Just 3. All right, these also have crackle stone in the center. These are called Tapered Tears in blue. So little flowers with the white, not white, turquoise crackle centers. So we start at the top with the biggest, go down in size as we go toward the bottom. This is the length and size. So we have one pair of these, Tapered Tears in blue, number 133. I actually feel like I probably have more than one pair of those. My thing says one pair, so we're gonna go with that for right now, but I do feel like we have more. Metro Masquerade in blue. So these are a navy blue rhinestone, a little bit of a white rhinestone edge around the outside, little cutouts. This is the length and size. So we have Metro Masquerade in blue, 2 pairs of these. They are number 134. And we are down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's see. See if we can get some green in, because we don't have very much green. This is the jade color green. These are Eco Eden in green. My last pair of these. So we have the little jade green beads and some silver beads threaded onto these silver hoops on a fishhook back. This is the length and size. So last pair of these, Eco Eden in green, is number 135. Number 136, a little bit lighter green, more like a sea green. This is called Sentimental Shimmer in green. There are little green beads. You see the little green crystal type beads hanging in there? Kind of a figure 8 or a helix type pattern, and then the little trinkets hanging off the bottom. This is the length and size. So we have Sentimental Shimmer in green. Last pair, number 136. And this is going to be the last pair for the night. So, final pair for this show. Skillfully Stacked in green. So this is an olive green along with a butterscotch brown. We do have some little silver spacers in there. They're on a thin wire silver hoop. This is the length and size. One pair of these left. Skillfully Stacked in green is number 137. Okay, that is all the time that we have for this evening. Trying to keep these shows to half an hour so that we can be respectful of everyone's time. I know everybody doesn't have a lot of extra time. I don't have a lot of extra time either. So, trying to make it easy for everybody. We will be back on Sunday. Next week I will be gone for both shows. I have an insurance expo that I have to go to get some continuing education credits and do some networking for the insurance business. So I will be gone next week, but we will be here this Sunday. Not sure what the theme is yet. We'll probably try to get some one and dones in because we haven't done that recently. So join us back here on Sunday. Thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate your support, and you have